from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready? Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Ready?
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So, who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Mustang 19. Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's got some space here. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for them because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready! Press all 80!
They'll set up to throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Dragon 60! Ready!
Daniels looking to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 77 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. To throw is Daniels. And that's caught inside the 30. And they go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cougar, 19. 60 Maverick, Hawk 70. Ready,
Off the play fake, Daniels. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
24 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case,
Jaden Daniels, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
and one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Cut 19, cut that Crackle 80, Dragon 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Come on. Hey.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A.J. Barner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Panthers.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Second and 10.
Hey. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 19 Lions.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
19, 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll set up a throw. He'll try to do it, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready, check.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Buffalo 18, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Daniels. Oh, short one there, caught by Likely. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That one to the sideline and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
Ready.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Go. Mustang 19, Viking 18. Hey, Brad. Go with him.
To the air goes Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play, and force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go, shot.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You're 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warriors 70, Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 18 Rodley, 18 Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
19 tight, 19, 70. 70 Lions.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and...
Oh, he's knocked loose. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Out of the gun, they run it at Hall. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Third down and 1.
18, 5 in. Come on. Set.
Now Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready, break. Ready, 79 Bronco, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Right back to him for 10 more to 1st.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Ready.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a handoff up the middle. Flynn. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Outright to Smith-Njigba.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 9.
Rap Warrior 70. Dragon 60. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Torrey Horton, 30 yards. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 3.
19 tight. 19. Let's go. 70.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards there for number 15. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. They'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away.
pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready.
This to McLaurin out of the left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Come nice. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets us up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready, you're up.
Give to Hall running right. Down the right sideline. Breece Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Breece Hall, 70 yards. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score. Commanders 35. Seahawks 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Come on.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Ball in the 36 now. Here's second and a couple.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Flynn. And some room to work.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 64 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick.
A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Michael Dixon.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This is 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he's going to be touched out, but he's got the first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here comes 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels. After out looking for McLaurin, he's got him. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Go.
Straight ahead is Hall. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Panther 11, Panther 60, Panther 60, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Let's go. Check. Panther. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll run with Hall. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Here we go. X-79 Broncos. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And it's caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. No, bottle that fumble. It's out, it's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
19, 70 Lions, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 60 Matt. Ready.
Back to throw here.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
70, Warrior 70.
They'll look to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. Pass caught, it's Lane with it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cougar like.
Daniels looking to throw. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready, right?
Here's Daniels. Short one there, caught by Likely. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. To throw is Daniels. And he will find his man Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains
again as a tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 182 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second down and a yard.
19 tight. Come on.
To the air goes Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
19-18.
Back to throw. Daniels. And check down, complete to Hall. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
19-18. Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Akers. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score. Commanders 49. Seahawks 42.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
18, Bronco 80, 60 Bobcat, 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that is caught for the 2 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 50. Commanders 49.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a 1-possession game at the end, That's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. Nobody, and all it's taking all this time. You're mine.
Tell me you love me, but no one above me, even when it's ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve really. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days.